heritage railway in South Australia. So let's have a look at this brochure together. This one says every station is a destination. And inside we have the full year and the calendar of when different journeys for this steam ranger train are happening. So you can take journeys from Mount Barker and the Southern Encounter, the Murray River Connector or the Bugle Ranger. There's Christmas in July, the Ghost Train, which happens on the 29th of October from Mount Barker to Strathalbyn. Christmas Illuminator Train, which goes from Goolwa to Victor Harbour. That train travels along the coast. So the whole journey you get to see the waves on one side and then the countryside on the other side of the train. That goes from the 22nd and the 23rd of December. And there's also a New Year's Eve special, the Strathalbyn to Goolwa to Victor Harbour, which is on Saturday the 21st of December. They also have the Cockle Train. The Cockle Train does not run every day. To determine which timetable to use, match the colour of the calendar dates to the timetable below. And then it gives us the regular times for the Cockle Train. Departing Goolwa, Middleton, Port Elliot, Victor Harbour. And then once you're in Victor Harbour, you'll have to go back from Victor Harbour, departing back to Port Elliot, Middleton, Goolwa. So these give you all of the different times. Depending on what time you want to leave, you might leave early in the morning and you might decide to leave later in the day. It's always very important to remember that if you leave later in the day, that leaving Victor Harbour, the last train usually goes around 3 or 4 o'clock. So here it says 3:45, and if you miss that train, then there are no other trains that go back that way, so you have to make sure you catch that last train out. Let's have a look at some of these pictures. Hot weather policy. Services will not operate if the forecast for Victor Harbour is 35 degrees Celsius or over. The rail, car or diesel will substitute steam services when a total fire ban is declared for the Mount Lofty Ranges. Now, if you're not aware, in South Australia we do have quite extreme temperatures in summertime, and it's quite normal for the temperatures to be between 35 degrees Celsius and 43 degrees Celsius in summer. Sometimes we may have 4 or 5 days of 42 degrees Celsius in a row, so it can get quite hot. And of course there's a total fire ban in those times because, as we've had in the past, bushfire here is very, very real and also very dangerous. Mobility aids, prams and bikes. Due to the narrow aisle and passageway in our heritage carriages, these items must travel in our baggage cars. Please see our dedicated volunteers who can assist. Here you can see this one. This one travels along the coast and it's such a nice journey. So on one side of the train you have the beach, the ocean, and then on the other side all of this is all countryside, and you've got hills and the land, and it's just a beautiful journey. This doesn't take very long. I think from memory it was maybe about 30 to 40 minute train ride on the Cockle train, but it's from that's going from Victor Harbour to Goolwa, so it's not very far, but it's a very worthwhile journey. And also all of the volunteers on the trains are absolutely lovely, and they'll answer all of your questions, and they're also very, very willing to help you and to give you advice on places to go and visit, places to dine, and they are also very knowledgeable on the history of South Australia and the tramways and the tram lines and trains in Australia, in South Australia. So the volunteers that work the trains are absolutely amazing. Dogs Dogs are permitted to travel on board the cockle train. At all times the dog must be leashed and sitting on the floor or your lap. Service dogs are permitted on all our journeys. Don't miss the train. Passengers who miss the last train to their destination are liable for alternative means of transport. And that's what I was saying before. If you get stuck and you don't catch the last train out, then you have to make your own way back, which is too difficult to walk. Some of the distances that you have to travel are quite far by foot, and there are also not many buses that go in that direction, so you have to be really careful to catch the very last train out. There is no frequent public transport on the south coast other than a taxi service, which can be expensive. Train tickets aren't refundable if the train is missed. Loco scheduling. Cockle train services are scheduled to be steam-hauled Easter, most SA school holidays and Southern Encounter days. At other times, the cockle train is operated by heritage rail cars or diesel locos hauling historic carriages. And they've got some of these beautiful trains here for us to see. Let's have a look at the back of the brochure. So the middle page has got some information on ticket booking, how to book your tickets. If you're going from Victor Harbour to Galway or any of the stations in between, you can just go to Victor Harbour or Galway and you just buy your tickets there. And then it has a little section here about volunteering. This is what I was talking about. All trains rely on volunteers to keep this historic service operating. It's a big job but lots of fun. All volunteers, from guards and ticket sales staff to drivers, firemen and station masters, are trained to effectively operate Steam Ranger. If you would like to join the team, you would be most welcome.